Hey, what is up guys? Making a quick update video on Lululemon. In previous video, I have shown what my approach looks like and what I'm gonna do next. And I was showing you some supply demand zones and my entry points. Now I'm gonna give a quick update and what I think, where is the stock heading next. As you can see, this is the complete bottom, or we can say origin of the move for the current price. We are currently at 202 and the lowest was 186. Now if you see here, we can see after 186, after August 11th, we've seen an up move, and this move on 13th August had actually broken one of our supply zones, right? And after that, the stock keep going up, but the supply zone was so strong that it keep making the price go down. Now, on Friday, August 22nd, it actually broke and closed above the supply zone price. And now I consider this as an uptrend. So as soon as the price drops now and comes around this area, I'm going to take my entry. So my entry would be around this area, which is around $199 or $200. Now, why I feel confident in this move is this is a very common pattern I've seen in a lot of stocks, and always take entry based on these data. So if you see BDX, it's a healthcare stock. I think BDX is a company that sells equipments to healthcare companies or hospitals. So if you see, we have a strong zone around this area, right? The price came strongly down from 250 to all the way to 160ish, right? Now taking an entry at this point is really risky. Like it might fall all the way around this area, but it's very prominent that it will give an up move at least 10% with this big moves. Now if you took an entry around here, all you could profit was $10 per stock. That's less than what, 5%. So yeah, that's around 6%. That's also topmost price, and you can't get that. So it's around 7%, right? Or maybe less than 7 actually. You can't really take a move at the bottom and get out at the top, right? So let's say this is your, yeah, so around 6%, which is not bad, but you wouldn't want to take that risk at the bottom and expect to end at the top. So as you can see, the price reached here, and this candle actually broke one of the supply zones around this area. And I consider this as a sideways move. Now it hasn't broken any supply zone and any demand zone. Now this move right here went all the way up and almost actually broke the supply zone, but it didn't give a proper closure. Now this move around here, these candles actually started breaking the supply zones. And I was confident that now if the price drops below this point or below the demand zone, we can see a demand zone around this area. You can consider this as a demand zone, or even this point right here as a demand zone around this area, right? So as soon as the price came at this area, I took an entry. I think I took entry around 174, and now look how the stock went up. And how I think it applies in everywhere in the market. So the market, the people were waiting for the right time to make the stock jump. So this is the day when they had earnings. And BDX has been always good with the earnings. Like every time if you say it's green, right? It's green. So you might question, this was also really good. Why didn't it break out? Because it just dropped rapidly. Like they wanted the big institutions wanted the market, the stock to go down. So they are not playing any role in this particular area. They're selling the stock around this part. So there's a lot of institutional selling around this area. Now since the price reached this point, people started panicking. They started like selling. Now this is the area where the institute want to buy, but they can't buy everything at once, right? they might they sold around this area, so they might invest that money in somewhere else, so they need some buffer time. Now they're waiting for the correct movement, correct time. So it's been like what, 3 months from here to here, I guess. Yeah, May, June, July. Yeah. So at this point, they saw an opportunity, and you see a demand zone around this area, right? It's not a clean demand zone, but remember the price is in our demand zone, a big time frame demand zone, this area right here. And as soon as the price came here, boom, it went all the way up to here. Now I'm still in the position, and I believe it's gonna go at least till this area. And once it goes till this area, it might again hover around for a couple of weeks. Even in this area, it will hover around for a couple of weeks, maybe months. It will take its time because here's a really strong demand zone as I've plotted around here. And it will ultimately, I guess, since it's from an half yearly demand zone, I believe it's going to at least hit this point, at least give a real pressure to the demand zone around this area, the big one, around 252. So I'm still in BDX and exiting around, let's see how the candle goes, but at least till 215 to $16. Now I'm talking about Lulu, and it's the same pattern with Lulu. Look at this. It's consolidating. It just needs one breakout, like a proper zone to rebuy. Now I believe like it's gonna go at least till this point. I mean this point for sorry, till this point for the beginning phase, this the exit area. And it will consolidate for a while and then boom till this area, and then it might consolidate again for a while, and depending on the situation, the market will make an update video after that. So that's all for Lululemon, and if you want more analysis video like this, please comment down below the stock you want me to analyze, and share with your friends who loves to trade. And yeah, trade responsibly. Thank you.